in Massachusetts is a famous institution of higher learning for ladies only, Wellesley College, where the term feminine class does not necessarily imply a study group. Here, as on many another all-girl campus, class may also refer to sporting form, for broad athletic programs are no longer confined exclusively to schools for men. Since it was founded in 1875, Wellesley has encouraged its daughters to exercise not only mind, but muscle. And today, out of 1,600 students, 700 participate in a sport that's really grueling, no fooling. All right, kids, off of the bikes and into uniforms. Yup, the old shell game is the big extracurricular activity here, with tennis in second place. The various dormitories, the frosh, the seniors, the juniors and softs, all have their crews, and competition for seats is keener than in a Manhattan subway. To win and hold a franchise on one of the 9 positions, you've got to know your stuff. Okay, Cox, give 'em the stroke. Naval maneuvers on beautiful Lake Waban have been going on from the beginning of Wellesley history, but they've never been more apropos, for the incumbent president, Mrs. Douglas Horton, was prominent during the war as Captain Mildred H. McAfee, commanding officer of the waves. Now as then, her girls are real water babies. Feminine class, this is it. Of course, they don't attempt to cover the mileage that a male crew would, but the distance they do travel is traveled fast and stylishly. Note how the blades are feathered between each stroke. Watch that perfect timing and teamwork. Ready to sprint, and they're off at a high beat. Interclass and interdormitory races take place in the spring and fall. But speed isn't the whole story in actual competition. Scoring is based on form, too. Moving right along but never leaving the campus, because Lake Waban is part of the campus. No wonder Wellesleyites have always gone in for crew. They look mighty keen in there as they head for the finish line. If they only had a few 200-pounders aboard, they could take on the nearby Harvard oarsmen. More water and more feminine class out on the Pacific coast. Here's a group enrolled at UCLA, the University of California at Los Angeles. And with girls, swimming is very popular, and why not? With 2 outdoor pools to plunge into, plus all year-round swimming weather. On your mark, get set, go! Looks as though they've been doing this ever since they learned to crawl. Even when you analyze their work in slow motion, there's no doubt that they can pass any aquatic exam. Correct turns can win or lose a race. Our cameraman can follow the leader just as well as her classmates. Can't tell whether the cheering is for him or the girl in the lead. Mighty close finish, but where nearly everybody's a swimmer and a good one, that's to be expected. Now to Oakland, California, and more femininity, plus more clothing, and class of a different kind. Here at Mills College, more than half of the all-girl student body prefers horseback riding to any other form of athletics. As a matter of fact, equestrianism is held in such high regard here that graduation credits are given for riding, just as with the ordinary 3 R's. The Mills bridle maids leave the paddock for classwork in jumping. Their instructress learned horsemanship from her dad, a cavalry officer at Fort Riley. The so-called forward seat, as established by U.S. Army riders, is a must at Mills. It's a matter of knee work and body balance. And if you've got it down pat, you don't need your hands. Now the GGs take the gals over the low hurdles. Again, the hands and bridles play a minor part. If you're a top rider, you'll probably join the top campus riding club, the Bit and Spur. Its members are among the best undergraduate horsewomen in America. Their cross-country course with its many obstacles is appropriately dubbed the ups and downs. This stone wall jump is a tough one. You don't have to go to college to learn how to do this. Oh, but it helps. Here's a three-rail jump, really a tough one, but it doesn't faze them a bit. There are few steeplechase hurdlers who could take such a formidable barrier in better style. When it comes to hitting the high spots on horseback, these Jills from Mills are way up there, and how prettily they come down. Snow, skis, must be New England again, and Vermont it is, the Women's College of Middlebury, where the sporting specialty is riding the hickories. Leaving Handsome Mead Memorial Chapel, the youngsters head for the slopes and trails of their own adjoining Green Mountain Preserve, the largest campus in the world. 13,000 acres of eye-filling, thrill-suggesting landscape. Oh yes, there are about 400 girls enrolled here, and on the same campus are about 400 boys enrolled in Middlebury College for Men, so campus life looks bright on any cold winter day. Together, the boys and girls stage their annual Middlebury Winter Carnival, which is one of the top collegiate snow shows. This is a typical scene any winter afternoon. Headed for the trails and runs of famous Breadloaf Mountain in the nearby Green Mountain Range. This oldest of women's colleges in America has made skiing a major sport, and their slalom and downhill team is tops in college ranks. Light powdered snow and a slight slope make skating on skis seem easy. The coach starts one of his ski team champs down the precipitous slalom course. It's a race against time down a zigzag track. Number 2 makes a fast getaway. Yeah, she's really moving. All right, number 3, and if you have any doubt about her ability, watch her hit the trail. Zigging and zagging through the slalom poles, a neat trick for any expert. Skiing is the only sport enjoying the full patronage of women's intercollegiate competition. Here comes number 1. Over the finish line, looks as though they'll clock her in next to nothing flat. Number 2 comes in. That's really pretty skiing. Well, instead of returning immediately to dormitories, they head for the ski club's mountain cabin, tucked snugly in the pine and birch-covered hillside. Oh, what a coach. He thinks of everything. Sub-zero temperature and hot Java hits the spot, and so class is dismissed, so regretfully.